everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy all of my little Disney Peaches are here today, and I have a video that I've been trying to get out for you guys for a while, but we're doing it today. I am going to compare the sizes, those several different sizes of mini backpacks, and so I want you to get an understanding. Every brand does not have the same size mini backpacks, but they're all classified under mini backpacks. So I'm going to take you from the smallest one that's considered a backpack that I have up to the largest. So yeah, come on back and let's take a look. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with the smallest. Like I said, these are from different brands, everything from Coach, Loungefly, Dooney and Bourke. And you will see the different sizes of these bags. Now, I'm not really doing a what's in my bag today. I just really want to talk about the comparison of the different sizes that come under mini bags, or mini backpacks, so that you can see how much smaller and larger they can be. So the first one, and I've got my measuring tape, and I want to, I'll put all of the measurements down below for each of these bags, but just to give you an idea, once I start showing them, I might take a look at what their sizes are. But this is the first one that I'm going to show you. I have just recently had my little Coach ones up for sale because they are incredibly small. Even though they hold a ton, they really hold a ton for their size. They are the smallest of all of my mini backpacks, and this one I believe is called the Charlie, and it's beautiful. I have another one that this is made out of nylon, but I also have another one that's made out of leather, and so and they're both from Coach. But this has been, I took this to Disney one time, I wore it in the parks. The straps are padded and very comfortable. It has the Coach logo tag on the strap like, my other new one has, but it is crazy small, and I'll show you a comparison soon. But even though it's small, the Coach handbags and the Coach backpacks are highly functional. So even though it's really small, there was a lot of pockets and a lot of functionality in this bag, so I was able to carry it and really let it be useful to me. So let me measure this just to give you a quick little idea of what this is in size. So I've got my little measuring tape, and I'm just going to measure, just say from the top of the backpack down to the bottom. Okay, and that is approximately 9 inches, approximately. It could be a little more, it could be a little less, but approximately 9 inches from top to bottom. Now, I'm gonna just measure from across the back like so. So think about it, 9 inches, it's not too terribly large, and it's only approximately 7 inches across the back. So this, again, is kind of a smaller mini backpack, and again, it is from Coach. It's all leather on the bottom, and it's called the Charlie, I believe. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful, though. Love the color, and I love, I'm a huge Paisley fan, so I love the Paisleys. So that is the smallest backpack that I have. So let's look at the next size that I have. It's probably the most common mini backpack size that you normally get, and it is this size. And you can see right off the bat how much larger even just the regular size mini backpack is compared to the little Charlie. And turn it to the side. So you can see the size comparison. These are all considered mini backpacks, but as you can see, the size does vary. So this backpack is from Loungefly. It's one of my favorite backpacks that I have. I actually got this in my Bibbidi Bobbidi box and I love it. I'm not ever parting with this bag. It is like a denim blue jean type feel, and it's got the polka dots. It's got this beautiful huge contrasting bow. It has a built-in little Minnie Mouse fob for the bag, and so yeah, I love this bag. If you ever get the opportunity to get it, you should snag it up. It's beautiful. So let me measure this one off. Now, we said the first one was 9 inches tall and 7 inches wide. So let's see how this one compares. You've already seen visually the difference in the two. Now let's see what it actually is in numbers. And it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to go to the websites and get these, if I can, their measurements, and see just how close I am to measuring them. So I'm going to measure from the top. I'm going to measure all of these in the exact same place. So I'm going to measure from the top all the way down to the bottom. So here's this one, and it's approximately 10 and a half, really close to 11 inches tall. So that I'm measuring from the very tip of the back. Not counting the ears, but that is just like your handbag size. And so from the top to the bottom, what I would say is approximately 10 and a half. So let's see what it is in width, okay? We're going to measure the width now. Now, this is odd enough. It's approximately the same size as the Charlie. If you look over here to the side, see if I can hold it and do it at the same time. It's approximately 7 inches also. I know I'm mashing it in. It's approximately 7 inches also. So I think we said the Charlie was 9 tall, 7 wide. So this one was approximately 10 and a half tall and 7 wide also. So just from side to side in the bag, in the back, it don't seem, you know what, it seems like it does get bigger though at the bottom. Let me measure the bottom and see if it's 7 also, or if it gets wider as it goes down. Yeah, it actually went up to 8. So it's only 7 right here across, but as you get further down, it's more close to 8. So perhaps this bag is more narrow as it looks at the top, and then it fans out a little bit on the bottom, so giving you a little bit of more space than this one had. Let me see if this one was any larger at the bottom than it was at the top. It's approximately 7.5 inches on the bottom. So I guess both of these bags are that because they're domed, they're smaller toward the middle and top, and then they get a little bit larger toward the bottom. So again, you can see the size comparison in these two bags. They are quite different, especially in height, and a little bit different in width. So two sizes, both are mini backpacks. Okay, the next size is probably the largest mini backpack from Loungefly that I have, and I love it. It's beautiful. Uh-oh, I dropped one. It is my retro 1928 Mickey Mouse backpack from Loungefly. It is labeled as a mini backpack, and it is just, it holds a ton, and I love it. The pockets on the side are way deeper, and I just love it. So let me measure this. I got this from Box Lunch. It was on sale. And let me measure this one and see how it compares to the other two. Okay, first of all, I'm going to measure from top to bottom like I have been doing. And we'll see what that is. Oh, wow. That is almost 12 inches. almost 12 inches different. So let me go ahead and measure the side. I'm gonna measure the middle first because that's what I did on the others. The middle from seam to seam on the back is almost 8.5 inches. So it's definitely wider than the other two. And then I'm going to measure at the very bottom and see what that is. And that is 9 inches. So this is definitely a lot larger than the smallest backpack from Coach, the Charlie. And then also it's much larger than the backpack that I have, just your normal size backpack from Loungefly. Let me show you the difference in these two. Look at the difference. Oh my goodness. But these are both considered mini backpacks. Now, if I'm being honest, I prefer more this size because this is really more functional for me, carrying it back and forth to work every day. And usually this size backpack has a really large interior front pocket, which can hold my sunglasses, my keys, and my name bag for work. And those are the things that I always like to have readily available right here on the front if possible. My current backpack, the Coach one with the Dalmatians, there is no outside pocket, but I have zipper pocket and slip pockets on the inside, which make up for it. So again, this is the larger of the two. And then let me show you the comparison between this one and this one. So let me kind of line them up side by side. And you can see the ears, even with the ears on this one, it's still shorter. But it's definitely a much taller bag. Let's see if we can look at the sides. This one looks fuller because the pocket extends out on the front of this one, but you really do have a lot more space on this as well. Something else I want to point out to you, especially with these two, is the side pockets. Look right here, and I'm going to pull this up close so you can see it. You see the side pocket starts right here and goes down. All right, look at this one. Here's the side pocket on this one, and it is much larger. Let's measure these two side pockets. So I measured just from the top of the outside of the pocket all the way down to the base, and it was approximately 4 inches. So this is just your normal Loungefly size bag, and it's 4 inches on that pocket. So let's measure the extra large mini backpack and see what it is. Okay, so I measured this one just from the outside down to the base, and it's approximately 6 inches. So y'all, in comparison between the two backpacks, the pockets being measured from the very top all the way to the bottom, this one was 6 inches and this one was 4 inches. So I don't know if you could see those up close where the pockets actually start and stop, but there is a lot more space to put your phone, to put other items in here that would be more secure than putting it in the regular size backpack. So even though both of these are considered a mini backpack, this one really affords you a lot more space and room. Okay, also talking about the pockets, I do want to show you the difference. So let's take our regular size backpack, and I'm going to take my iPhone, which is the 8 Plus, and I'm going to put it in the side pocket. And I have pushed it down as far as it will go. So you can see with a 4-inch pocket, which is standard on the standard backpack, it only goes, gosh, maybe halfway. So personally for me, I would not feel comfortable taking this in my pocket on the side because I would be scared it would fall out. Clearly, I don't think a water bottle would fit in there without you really stretching and ruining your bag. But so that's how it looks in your regular standard backpack. I'm not going to show you the Charlie because the Charlie doesn't have any outside pockets. So let's show you what it looks like in the larger mini backpack that has a 6-inch pocket. That's the phone, completely submerged in the pocket. It just barely sticks out here on the top. So yeah, it is definitely perfect for your backpack. When I carry this, this is exactly where I put my phone, right here on the side, because I feel 100% comfortable carrying this with the phone that's submerged into the pocket. So that's just a comparison of both mini backpacks and their pockets on the outside. Okay, one more bag that I want to show you as a mini backpack. I don't know that it's never been, I don't think, labeled in the description as a mini backpack, but I've always considered it a mini backpack just because of its size and its material, because it is a nylon bag, and it seems, I don't know if you've ever had a nylon bag, but nylon bags are very slouchy, and so especially when you use them over time. So but I have used the Hound out of this backpack. This is a backpack from Dooney and Bourke. It's in the sketch print, and this is the drawstring nylon backpack, and it's really, honestly, very similar in size to this backpack. So you can see the comparison. Because it is slouchy, and I do have this one stuffed with air papers, it pooches out more than this more slender backpack. But you can see that as pretty much in height, they're pretty equal. Actually, this one seems a little bit larger. So I want to do a comparison as far as the measurements go, and try to do it as accurate as I can, because this is nylon and it's not a very firm material. So what I'm going to do is hold it up and try to measure from the top up here all the way down to the base, okay? And at least we'll get an idea. It's just an approximation of what the size may be. So I'm going to hold this with one hand and then bring it down. This is an old measuring tape. Okay, this one is approximately 10.5 inches in height. And that's with me holding it up, so it's completely erect. And as far as, like I said, it is stuffed, and it would just be flat as a flitter if I didn't have it stuffed with paper. But it would be probably, if I had to guess, with just your normal stuff in it, it would be more this size in width. So if I didn't have this one stuffed like I do, it would probably be like this. And so you can see that it really does have, you know, a mini bag measurement to it. It does have a ton of functionality. It has a zip pocket right here on the front. I love this rainbow zipper. I have used this bag for years. I keep the tassels in their little thing. I will put down the link below for these. I got these off Amazon. All these are our makeup brush covers, and it helps keep your tassels from fraying. So always keep your tassels. You want to take care of those also, because if you ever want to resell your bag, nobody wants a bag with frayed tassels. I mean, it's just not attractive. So definitely keep, you want to keep these covered when they're in storage, so that they'll be nice and pretty when you carry your bag. But anyway, the inside is full of slip pockets. We're not here to do a review on the bag, but I'm just trying to show you the size and comparison. Let's hold this up again to the Charlie. So the Charlie, again, is my smallest bag. And then this, again, is the Dooney and Bourke, which is one of the larger size. And again, you're seeing the largest bag against it. Let me see if I can line them up side by side. Okay, those should be side by side. And so, again, you can see the comparison. I would totally compare this to this size bag. And actually, I feel like, you know, I feel like that bag probably fits more than this bag. And then here it is against your regular Loungefly bag. So you see the difference. Okay, also, I want to show you my current bag that I'm carrying, and this is my Coach Disney X, and y'all, I am so in love with this backpack. I love that it is a coated cotton, which is firmer than the nylon, and it doesn't slouch over real bad, and it has leather trim, and it is just so spacious. Now, do I consider this a mini backpack? It is not addressed and it's not labeled as a mini backpack, but the measurements do coincide with my other mini backpacks. So in a way, I do consider it a mini backpack style. It's much smaller than a standard backpack or a school backpack. So I would definitely put this in a category of a smaller backpack. So let's measure it and just see what the measurements are. Okay, so I'm gonna measure it from the top of the back all the way down to the bottom, and it is approximately wow, it's close to 11 inches. It's about 10.5 to 11 inches from height all the way down the back. So let's measure it from side to side, okay? Oh wow, it's approximately 10.5 inches wide. So this is a very spacious backpack, even though it is in line with the mini backpack measurements. So yes, I would put this in my mini backpack category. And I want to show you the comparison between the other backpacks, okay? So let's start out with the smallest one. So here is the Charlie yet again, and then here's this bag. So this bag is much wider and taller than the Charlie. So the Charlie is pretty tiny. And remember, I think we said this was 9 tall and 7 wide. So you can see the difference in that. Let's go the next size up. Here is the standard backpack, and here is the Coach backpack. And you can see, you know, it's not far off in height, but it is definitely, this is a definitely wider backpack. And so that is that one. Let's check out the next one. Okay, here is your extra large mini backpack, as I call it. And then here is, let's get it side by side. Here is the Coach. So you can see this is towering over the Coach. And let me check this again. I can't remember now what I said on the width of this one. I want to compare it to the width of my Coach bag and see what it is. Okay, so the difference in width is going to be, this is 9 inches and this was 10.5, but yet this one is taller. So you can see it is definitely very comparable in size to this bag. Now let's compare Coach to Dooney and Bourke. Here we go. So let me line them up so they're side by side, and this is it. Now again, the top of this lid is really a little taller because I have it stuffed and I'm pulling on the top of this. But look at it side by side. So these are very comparable. The only difference I would say hugely is if this was made out of something other than nylon, it would probably be more in line with this bag. But I just love this bag because it is the coated cotton. It holds its shape. And that's what I absolutely love about that backpack. If I had to say one thing I hate about this bag is the fact that it is nylon instead of a coated cotton. That's what I love about the new backpacks that have come out from Dooney and Bourke, especially the dog print. I haven't touched one yet, but it looks like it's a coated cotton, and it holds its shape, whereas this one is just very slouchy. But I have loved this bag. I have carried it to death. I got this for my 50th birthday, and so I'll always keep this bag. Okay guys, oh my gosh, I think I have showed you every single backpack style as far as size that I have. And I just love that there are so many different sizes for so many different tastes out there. You know, maybe more a younger, maybe teenager, young teen, young adult would prefer something a little bit smaller, like the Charlie. Or if you're just going out to dinner and you don't want to carry a lot of stuff, this is perfect for that. And then you have some that are just more, I guess more, they're Disney, but they're a little bit more sophisticated and a little bit more formal, and it would be something like this. And then you got those that just fit in the middle, like your, you know, Loungefly. So that's what I love. I just love that our market, our Disney market has really just exploded with different kinds, different styles, different sizes. And listen, there's something out there for everybody. So yeah, if you ever have a question about anything, just let me know. If I don't know the answer, I will definitely find it out for you. And yeah, I love my backpacks. So I hope this has been helpful to see various sizes of mini backpacks and maybe help you make a better decision about which one you would prefer. And so I also want to tell you, don't forget about my giveaway. It ends on the 28th. So it is, if you haven't seen it, it is the Dumbo version of this backpack. And you get a bag charm of Dumbo just like this. And yeah, it's still going on. It's still active. So be sure to head over and definitely take advantage of that. It's ending on April the 28th. So thank you guys. This has been fun to do. I love to talk about handbags. And thank you for being here. Bye.